guess, could you tell us a little bit more about the history of the castle and who were the Hendersons?
Frank, the Hendersons were home was Henderson Castle. It was Frank Henderson who married Mary Taylor, and the Taylors were actually, he kind of married up because the Taylors were one of the first 200 settlers to Kalamazoo, and the property is built on her land, her family's land. It was actually within the family for like 60 years before they built on it. So Frank Henderson was someone who came from an outlying area, small town, moved into the city and worked as a store clerk at the age of 13, and worked his way up to the point where he had 4 businesses by the time he was deceased. So he was a very prominent figure in Kalamazoo, very much involved in construction of a lot of the civic buildings downtown. He was in charge of the Masonic Temple. He was involved in school education, on the Board of Education, received recognition for being a champion of women's rights, and was responsible for what is known as West Main Hill Henderson Park District. It's called Henderson Park District because it was all his land, and he developed it and platted it to create this incredible residential community. He had the vision for that. His companies was a sword and regalia, which I think can't even get cooler than that, to have a castle and then have that business. I mean, it just goes hand in hand.
It does.
And then he had a leather luggage company, and then he actually made furniture, which is kind of cool, and made Masonic Temple furniture, elder chairs.
Yeah. Seems like the man sounds like he was in tune, right along with great marketing strategies and what was going to sell at the time, and what would be a thing prosperous for his family.
I was thrilled to find out we purchased it, but then after doing it, it was fun to discover some of the things, because I learned more about him after we acquired the property. But it was exciting to see that he was philanthropic, and it was also exciting to hear that the Institute of Art purchased the castle in '57 with the idea of making this the Institute of Art, and we're turning it into a community cultural center.
Kind of doing it.
So they, with an idea they had 50 years ago, but they were good thinkers, and like we were thinking along the same line, and it feels like it's that much more right when a couple people think the same.
I think it is. Yeah, I think it is. I think you guys are doing the right thing. Exactly how big is this castle?
It's about 10,000 square feet, including the guest cottage. So that's the area that's public and available to use. The basement is in addition to that.
Wow. It's 10,000 to the house, main house, and 699 square feet to the guest cottage, and then 3,500 for the basement.
Holy moly.
And that is what we're planning on, making that totally functional, turned into a wine cellar. So it will have the use of 1,350 square feet in this house.
I saw that you were in the National Registry of Historic Places, and at one time the home had been featured in the Home and Garden TV show. Now, did that help as far as exposure for the castle? Did that do much for you in the long run, or how's that worked out?
Yeah, it's been a huge help, actually. A lot of people have seen that show and have come from not only Michigan and the Midwest as a result of it. In fact, I took a call today from someone in Milwaukee who just saw it a week or 2 ago and said, I saw that show and just thought it was fabulous, and looked it up online to figure out where you guys were, and he's coming next month to stay for a couple of days as a retreat for him and his partner. So it's definitely helping us, and we've had people even as far away as Brazil or Argentina that had seen it all the way down there, and while they were traveling up into Chicago to see some family members, made their way to Kalamazoo to see the castle. So we gave them a tour as well.